Hello and welcome if you're new to my channel, and if you're a subscriber, a warm welcome back. This video is part of my viewer comment response series where I respond to a comment made by a viewer against one of my videos. And there are a number of comments as well as DMs specifically asking me to talk about evening bags and also evening clutches. And I just thought group it all into one video and just recommend a fairly sizable selection of bags, because I want to try and cater for all tastes, so there's something for everyone out there, as well as recommending bags that work for a whole range of different occasions. Your smarter bags for weddings, cocktail parties, or more formal events. Think of your galas, your black tie, your charity events. And then also easy bags to wear going next door or just down the road, and you just want something nice to complement your outfit. And of course, across all levels of luxury. I'm Anesu Sagonda, and I produce educational luxury content for anyone after the finer things. Whether you're young and starting out in life and wanting to reap the benefits of buying quality from the get-go, or you're new to money and wanting to learn how to navigate the terrain, or you're into luxury but you want to focus more on quality under the radar brands, then my content is geared towards you. My first group of bags are within your everyday and affordable levels of luxury. Everyday is typically your bags that are priced from about £100 through to £250, and then affordable is £250, £300 going through to about £900, £950. I'm going to group those two levels of luxury. I'm also going to attach above a video where I talk in detail about the different levels of luxury and what you're getting at each level. My first recommendation is a brand that's been on my radar for over 20 years. It's British brand Lulu Guinness. They used to have a concession in Harrods about 15, 20 years ago. And I'd literally go into Harrods and go to the concession just to swoon over their hot lip clutches. They came in a whole different range of colors, and over time they introduced different materials. And I loved the bag and still like it. Taste has just matured and evolved, but it's a bag I'd still highly recommend. For somebody after something fun, something playful, something easy to wear, you can't go wrong with a Lulu Guinness hot lips clutch. The specific one is a satin fabric bag with crystal detailing on it. And what I particularly like about it is the zip. They have a red lipstick in a gold case, which you use to open and close the bag. So I think that's a really nice touch. Comes with a detachable strap, and it's priced at £495. If you still like the idea of lip detail on a bag, but you don't want a big lip clutch, then I'd also recommend their Izzy clutch. Comes in leather with a detachable strap, and it's priced at about £265. But if you would like a hot lip clutch, that's a lot more substantial in terms of it's not fabric, it's a more robust bag with a lot more crystal detail, then I would recommend the Judith Leiber hot lips clutch. Significantly way more expensive. We're talking $3,500, $4,000. Judith Leiber is well known for her novelty bags, so you will get a whole range of different types of bags, whether it's a fry packet, a bottle, a ball, whatever you'd like. And it has a lot more of the Swarovski crystals, but you're paying for that. Judith Leiber also has a number of fairly simple but also lovely clutches. You have a plain crocodile clutch, and it's priced at about £800. And they also have a snake skin clutch that's priced just over £1,000. Coming back to affordable luxury, another British brand I highly recommend. First spoke about them in my Hierarchy of Handbags series, and I've spoken about them in a number of subsequent videos. It's Anya Hindmarsh. One of the best brands you will get within affordable luxury in terms of the quality for the price you're paying. 4 bags I would like to recommend from Anya Hindmarsh. The first is the crisp packet bag that was made incredibly famous by Solange Knowles in the infamous lift incident where she hit her brother-in-law Jay-Z with a bag. The bag was the crisp packet bag. Two sizes. Smaller size is just under £1,000. The bigger size is just over £1,000. But that is the most expensive Anya Hindmarsh bag. The majority of their bags are priced between £300 and £600. Anya, as I mentioned in my first video, they're very well known for their novelty bags, and their novelty bags I'd highly recommend for somebody who's my age, 45 and above. You want something fun, something playful, but that's well made, well thought out, and a bag that'll last, as opposed to a novelty bag you buy, wear to an occasion and discard. Very well made bags that have a mature, playful element to them. The other three bags I'd like to recommend from Anya Hindmarsh, in London specifically, they have a store dedicated to customization, whether it's bags or other products. It's on Pont Street in central London, and they have two other stores as well within that area. The first bag I'd like to recommend within the bespoke section is the Bespoke Mode. It's a bag that comes in satin in a whole range of different colors, and you can have your initials on the front. Open the bag, you have the option to also have a message or a phrase inscribed inside the bag in your own handwriting. They can replicate that. Fantastic bag for weddings, mother of the bride herself, or even bridesmaids. The Bespoke Mode comes in at a price of £475. It's gold-plated brass balls, the fixture to open the bag, or you have the option of the Bespoke Mode pearls and its little pearl balls, or you have the Bespoke Mode tassels, a little bit more expensive, £495, and it's the signature Anya Hindmarsh tassels. That's the mechanism to open the bag. So it's a bag that's customized. You can add your initials, a message on the inside. Fantastic bag for your weddings. And then the final recommendation from Anya Hindmarsh is Be a Bag. It's a bag where you can have a photograph added to the bag. Little clutch, still fun, playful, a memorable bag where you have a really special photograph that you can look at and carry about with you. And you can wear it to a whole range of events depending entirely on your own taste and your style. My next recommendation is the Nambi bag from South African brand Okapi, which I first spoke about in my African luxury video, which I'll attach above. And the Nambi is my favorite bag from Okapi, priced at about £825. It's a superb cocktail clutch, has feathers all around, and Okapi is very much focused on sustainably handmade bags, all about generating employment within the community and also using byproducts. For example, Blessbok, they use ostrich shin and also the feathers on their bags. My final recommendations are from a brand called Attico. I've recently spoken about Attico in my sunglass video. They've recently collaborated with Linda Farrow, and I also spoke about them in a shoe bag. They're very well known for their quirky heels. That's what people will typically mention about Attico first and foremost, but it's quirky with everything they do. Handbags exactly the same. And there are a number of bags I'd like to recommend. The first is the Sunday bag. It's a day bag that works very well for the evening, a day to evening bag, particularly the smaller size. The next is a 8:30 p.m. bag. And then my next recommendation is the Midnight bag. Incredibly expensive, considering it's an affordable luxury brand. It's $1,900, but it's a leather bag with studded detail on it. And then the 8:30 bag, you're looking at a price of about £800. And then the Sunday bag is around the £650 mark. The bags are named after the time in which you should wear them, and it's written on the inside on the tab to give you an idea of when to wear the bag. My next group of bags are a combination of accessible core, which is bags priced between £950 going up to about £1,450, £1,500, and premium core, which is bags that are typically priced between £1,500 and £3,000. But off the top of my head, I actually think all the brands in this section are premium core. First brand is Spanish heavyweight Loewe, a brand which we all know doesn't get anywhere near the level of recognition and regard it deserves for the quality of the leathers they use and the exceptional craftsmanship of their bags. Two bags I'd like to recommend from Loewe. The first is the Flamenco. It's a bag that comes with a detachable gold chain, which helps to elevate the look of the bag. Or you can wear it without the chain, just as a clutch. It's made in a beautiful soft nappa leather that's light, and it's coming in at a price of £1,550. And then the second bag I'd like to recommend from there is the Goya bag. The Goya is made from silk calfskin, which is Loewe's best leather. It's a structured bag with rounded corners, very simple bag. All you have is just the Loewe motif on the front. Comes with a detachable strap, just like the flamenco bag, but I don't like the Goya without the strap, because the buckles that the straps are threaded through are raised. So when you take out the strap, you're then left with these two buckles on top, and I just think it looks odd. I think the bag is best worn either over the shoulder or as a crossbody, and in particular the smaller sizes. Comes in a couple of sizes. The smaller size works well for the evening, and the bag is priced at £2,400. Next brand is Saint Laurent, and in particular the Sade range. Sade is an oversized quilted envelope pouch. Comes in a number of colors. There's black, there's beige, there's gold, there's silver. Priced at £1,225. I've spoken about the particular leather, this particular soft leather from Saint Laurent before. It is delicate and does scuff easily, but in the context of the oversized pouch, which is an occasion bag, can be worn not just in the evening, but also a day bag, day to evening. It's an oversized bag. It's an occasion bag that you'll wear every so often, and therefore it's better placed to stand the test of time, as it doesn't take the battering that an everyday bag would typically take. Bag is priced at £1,225. Next brand is Roger Vivier, French brand you hardly ever hear about. They have a number of bags, but I'm focused on the satin fabric clutch, and it comes with the signature Roger Vivier buckle that Roger Vivier is known for, and different variations of the buckle depending on the material used, the color, and so forth, the overall style. Priced at £1,150. It's a perfect bag for a wedding, or even your more formal, your black tie, your charity events, your galas, and so forth, fundraising events, where you need a beautiful bag that is fitting for such events. My next brand is South African brand Cape Cobra. Cape Cobra is focused on just exotic leathers. They only use crocodile, snakeskin, and also ostrich for their bags. I'm recommending their clutch bags. Envelope clutch bags come with a detachable strap. They're priced just over £1,000. My next brand is Bottega Veneta, and specifically with the slanted intrecciato leather clutch, priced at £1,300. Next recommendation, I don't think any evening bag or clutch recommendation would be complete without Alexander McQueen clutches, and specifically the 4-ring clutch bags. Beautiful ornate bags, depending on how detailed the work is. They range in price from about £2,500 going up to about £3,500. But if that's out of your price range, they also have a really cute curved pouch bag. Comes with a silver chain wrist strap, which you carry the bag with the strap around your wrist, and that's priced at a fraction of the price of the ornate clutches, at about £650. Next bag is from Valentino, and specifically Garavani. It is a show-stopping bag. It's the type of bag you wear with a very simple outfit, because all the attention will be on the bag. It's a fabric bag made from satin with crystal embellishments and feather trim all around it. Comes in pink and also in yellow, and it's priced at £3,500. And the icing on the cake is the wrist bangle that you thread your hand through, and you carry the bag placed on your wrist, an ornate bangle that goes around your wrist. A beautiful show-stopping bag where all the attention is focused when you wear this bag. Next recommendation is from Alaïa, and it's the Elafe clutch. It's a geometric barrel clutch. Comes with an extended wrist strap, so you can carry the bag either placed on your wrist or in the crook of your arm. Elafe is snakeskin and it's priced at £1,450. And my last recommendation for this section is from Giorgio Armani. Giorgio Armani is a brand I've never spoken about on this channel, but when I talk to older clients, older viewers, Giorgio Armani typically comes up if somebody's looking for a brand that's elegant and understated. I'd like to recommend specifically La Prima bag for a number of reasons, and in particular the Parmalatto calfskin. Parmalatto calfskin because it's a processed calfskin. It has a very subtle sheen to it, so it protects the calfskin and it doesn't make it as delicate and therefore doesn't scuff as easily. What I particularly like about the bag, I like the box structured look of the bag, but more so it has a structured strap. So you can adjust the strap and wear it either day, evening, and with different outfits, and to get different looks. Priced at £1,300. My last group of bags, I have combined super premium, ultra high end, and bespoke levels of luxury. So the top 3 levels of luxury. Bags priced from £3,000 and above. First recommendation I mentioned earlier, Judith Leiber. Next brand is Lana Marks. Lana Marks is very similar to Cape Cobra in that they're focused solely on exotic skin bags. So your crocodile, ostrich, lizard, snake skin, for example. Lana Marks is a brand that competes alongside Hermès at a fraction of the price. Lana Marks bags are typically priced between $3,000 and $9,000, and this is just for the plain exotic leathers before you've added any precious stones or metals, for example. The brand was started by Lana Marks herself. It's eponymously named, and she attended a lot of high society events and found a gap for your exotic accessories. And she's created a superb line of accessories that are appropriate for your high society events, so your charity events, your galas, your fundraising, and so forth. The 3 I'd like to recommend. The first is the Metropolitan. A box bag with a strap, very similar in shape to the Roulis, at a fraction of the price of the Roulis from Hermès. The only thing I don't particularly like about the bag is the strap. I don't like the pronounced gold details on the sides of the strap. And then the other 2 bags I'd like to recommend, both are clutches. The first is the Capri clutch. It has the option of an additional strap made from semi-precious stones, which just changes the look of the bag. And then my top recommendation, arguably the most popular, is the one you see on the red carpet, and it's typically your A-list celebrities that carry the bag. It's the Cleopatra clutch. So think, for example, Helen Mirren, Kate Winslet, Angelina Jolie, for example. But it's a brand that provides welcome competition to Hermès, particularly on the exotic side, at a fraction of the price, but just as well made with exquisite skins. My other recommendations in this section, of course, I have to include Hermès, the Kelly cut, Kelly pochette. A suitable alternative to the Kelly pochette is the Gabrielle clutch from Moynat at a fraction of the price, and dare I say, better made. And then you also have from Hermès, you have the Midor as well, with the ornate buckle on the front, either in leather or of course in snakeskin. But a much smaller selection at the top end of the market. It's more the simplicity, the quality of the craftsmanship, the leathers that have been used, the quiet brands when you think, for example, Lana Marks versus Hermès, but you're getting quality products at a fraction of the price. I think I've given you a fairly sizable selection of bags, different styles, different price points. Do let me know in the comments what you thought. Do you have any of these bags? Are you eyeing any of them? Any other questions? Let me know as always down below. But please do subscribe so you don't miss out on future content.